Well, if it isn't that time of the year, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale is already upon us, starting tomorrow, August 30th, running through September 19th. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 skincare and beauty deals from this year's sale. If you've never shopped it before, let me tell you, it is a great deal because each day of the sale, there are a bunch of different products that you can buy for 50% off for just that day only, and then the next day it changes to different products. Some of the deals are available online only, whereas others you can also buy in store. My experience shopping this sale, stuff does sell out really quickly. So if you are interested in something, I suggest putting it in your cart the day before it goes on sale and checking out as early as possible. Last year, I took my sweet time with a Beekman product I was really interested in. By the time I went to check out, it was gone. Starting tomorrow, August 30th, Friday, Kitsch satin pillowcases. Now, a satin or silk pillowcase can be particularly helpful for cutting down on frizz and breakage from your hair. It's also very smooth on the skin, can cut down on irritation. And I happen to think that not only are these good for you, but you might consider getting them and keeping them to give as gifts over the holiday season. Who wouldn't love a satin pillowcase? It's nice and cool on the skin. Number 2, speaking of Beekman 1802 Milk Drop Ceramide Serum. This is a coenzyme Q10 serum, so an antioxidant serum with ceramide. Also has glycerin and willow bark and honey, squalane and sodium hyaluronate. So it is hydrating and it delivers coenzyme Q10. Now you guys know I like to use that timeless coenzyme Q10 serum as an antioxidant serum in the morning. It gets into the skin fairly easily, can replenish your skin's own Q10 levels and ultimately help in warding off against oxidative stress upon exposure to environmental aggressors. I've tried this before and it is really nice. Actually, everything I've tried from Beekman I've really liked. Normally it's $45 though, but if you can get it for 50% off, you might consider it, especially if you're somebody who, like me, uses coenzyme Q10 antioxidant serums in the morning. Like I like to use the timeless one, as I said. So this might be a time to try this one out. August 31st is a makeup product. Clinique's Almost Lipstick in the Black Honey shade. I really like this particular shade because it's perfect for fall. And if you're someone like me who's very low maintenance in your makeup, this is great because it gives that hydrated gloss from like a lip gloss, but the pigmentation that you get from it is much bolder than just a tinted lip gloss. So I frequently wear this shade in the fall. Always get compliments. It is great. September 1st is a sunscreen favorite, the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I have raved about this. I've reviewed many dupes of it, such as the Trader Joe's one. It's clear, it's colorless. It is a chemical sunscreen, so if you're sensitive to those, then this would not be for you, but it is 100% zero white cast. It comes out looking like a clear gel and it goes on cast free. It's very moisturizing, it's free of fragrance, it's water resistant up to 40 minutes, so it's a good choice for humidity and days where you are participating in, sport, maybe sweating a bit. This will stand up well. I am always able to tolerate this really well around the eyes, and the nice thing about this particular formula is it also has kind of this pore blurring effect, and so it smooths out the skin surface. It doesn't look greasy or shiny. It serves as a nice base for makeup as well, and if you have an oily skin type, this type of formula, this type of vehicle tends to go over well because it has sort of a degreasing property to it without being drying and simultaneously being, well, actually quite moisturizing in terms of reducing water loss. So it's a great option. Okay, September 6th, the Cosrx 6 Peptide Booster Serum. I have been using this now for many months. It has, of course, niacinamide, one of my favorite ingredients for redness, hyperpigmentation, the moisture barrier. It's an antioxidant, but it also has a variety of peptides, and peptides are helpful for hydrating the top layers of the skin. Some peptides, in theory, can help with improving the health of your collagen, smoothing out wrinkles and fine lines, and some of these peptides in this particular booster serum do have some industry studies behind them suggesting that they can be helpful for improving the look of fine lines. But this also has some amino acids, which are good for the moisture barrier. They're part of skin's natural moisturizing factors. I use this to my face in the morning, either after I've done my Omnilux contour mask or just to a bare face. And I just put a little bit all over my face, around my eye area, to my neck, and then let it absorb, make sure my skin is dry, and come on over with my sunscreen. I also often use it at nighttime as well. And I have noted just an overall improvement in skin tone. It's very hydrating, very moisturizing. $25 at baseline I don't think is too bad, but $12.50 is a steal. The following day, September 7th, Tarte's Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. Okay, I used Tarte's tubing mascara, not this XL one, but their other one. The entire time I was using the tubing mascara, I got a lot of comments. What are you using on your lashes? Are you using a lash serum? Are you using Latisse? And it was just that particular mascara. Now, I love tubing mascaras because basically the mascara deposits on the lashes in like a little tube that coats the lash. And when you go to take your makeup off at the end of the day, the mascara comes off in these little tubes. So it's pretty easy to remove, which I like. Overall, I was very happy with the Tartelette mascara, but I have tried so many other tubing mascaras, including a more affordable one by Milani that I think are just as good, but I really did like it. Normally it's 27 bucks, which is really expensive for mascara given how good drugstore mascaras are. Okay, September 8th. This is a product that you won't typically hear me recommending in my videos because there are a lot of comparable, more affordable drugstore options. But when it's on sale, then, you know, you might make a case for choosing this. Kiehls Truly Targeted Acne Clearing Solution. So it's a 2% salicylic acid acne treatment. Salicylic acid can help unclog pores. It's good for blackheads, whiteheads. Salicylic acid is also helpful for smoothing the skin surface, and it can help hasten clearance of like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Speaking of which, this has licorice root and niacinamide, both of which are good for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation as well as redness. And it has gluconolactone. That's a polyhydroxy acid that very gently exfoliates and can help with hydrating the skin as well. It almost feels like a gel, but it doesn't pill like some gel formulas can. But the other set of people who I think this would be good for are people who get ingrown hairs that heal with dark marks, redness. You might try this for ingrown hairs as well. Salicylic acid can be quite helpful, and the niacinamide and the licorice root can also be great for the redness. The anti-inflammatory properties can be particularly beneficial for ingrown hairs. Okay, September 12th is a concealer. Lancome's Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I was using this back in March, and I really liked it. Now, it is a long wear concealer. It stays on really well. I would put it on and then blend it in with that Angie Hot and Flashy makeup brush from BK Beauty, and it held up really well. Like, it didn't get creasy. It really does a good job camouflaging dark under eye circles. When it's 50% off, it's more of a drugstore concealer price. So this would be the time to try it out. I'm really excited about September 14th because Scene Haircare is 50% off. And if you've never heard of Scene Haircare, they are a brand of fragrance-free shampoos, conditioners, curl creams. The shampoo, the conditioner, the curl cream, the fragrance-free options are going to be 50% off. The Restore Scalp Serum I've recommended in my video on dry scalp. It's a hydrating formula, but in contrast to if you just went and put your body lotion on your scalp, this is not going to gunk up your hair. So it goes into hair-bearing areas really well. All right, and then last but not least, I talked about this product in a recent Ulta Shop With Me video, the Beekman 1802 Potato Peel. For smoothing the skin surface, it's great if you have hyperpigmentation, age spots that you're looking to improve the appearance of, and it's also really good if you have keratosis pilaris. This one is actually pretty robust and only intended to be used 3 times a week, so it will last a while for you. You only need a little bit, and what I like about it is it has glycolic acid, which is good for smoothing the skin surface, reducing dry, rough skin texture, and brightening up dark spots, but it also has lactobionic acid. Now that is a polyhydroxy acid. Those are very hydrating. It has potato pulp in it, which probably contains starches that are hydrating for the skin. This is a good product to use if you're somebody who's using like tretinoin, for example, and you're kind of apprehensive about incorporating an alpha hydroxy acid into your routine, although using alpha hydroxy acids and tretinoin in your regular routine can definitely have additive benefits above and beyond tretinoin alone. Of course, it comes with a risk of more irritation. What I like about this product specifically is that A, you're only needing to use it 2 to 3 times a week, and B, you take advantage of what's called short contact therapy. You put this on almost like a mask and you leave it on the skin for about about 20 minutes and then rinse it off. And what I really like about short contact therapy is that, you know, while the recommendation is 15 to 20 minutes, if you're somebody who has sensitive skin, dry, and you're, you know, wanting to see how you do with this, you can actually dial down the amount of time. You can leave it on for 5 minutes, still get some benefit, less likely to be as drying and irritating. So you can kind of play around with the contact time to titrate down dryness and irritation if that's something that you're susceptible to with alpha hydroxy acids. And if you are using tretinoin or any other topical retinoid, you may be more likely to have dryness and irritation, especially if you are fairly new to using a topical retinoid. So I really like this product for those specific aspects of it, but it normally is $49, but $25 for a chemical exfoliant that you will likely use for many months if you find that you like it. I think is a pretty good value in the long run, and it is free of fragrance. All right, guys, so those are my recommendations for this year's sale. I think this year's sale is looking really good. Some years it's like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video, nothing is like worthwhile, but this year it looks good. So I definitely think there are some winners here. Let me know in the comments if you plan to shop this sale, save yourself 50% off of any of these things or something else you've been eyeing. But I really hope this video was fun and informative. Now on the end slate, I'm actually going to link my Ulta Target shop with me video because my local Target has an Ulta in it, and I like to go in there with you guys shopping and talking about different products. So I'm going to link that on the end slate if you guys are interested in watching that one next. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.